can't you see? Snip and snip a little more. Cultivate nature to the core. Patient breeze moves a leaf. Time and beauty find relief. Many worlds in my hands, living life in slow dance. Roots grounded deep yet free. Bonsai magic, can't you see?
What is up, y'all? Welcome back out to the bench in the backyard. My name is Jordan, and this is a little Procumbenns banana that I have. Today it's going to be getting an actual bonsai pot. This is just a little decorative pot that I put a couple holes in the bottom of it, just to kind of constrict the roots down a little bit. And today it's going to be going in this. So we should be somewhere around there. Should be pretty good. We'll go ahead and prep our pot. I've already got screens in it. We're just going to go in the bottom with some tie-down wires. Not going to be doing any pruning on this today. It's still got a bunch of wire on it from last late summer. Well, no, I guess it would have been early fall. It would have been in October of last year. This one I did while I couldn't really put any videos up because of the Hurricane Helene that came through. So that was the last time I did any real work on this. Got it into shape. Started setting up this little semi-cascade over here. And then yeah, we're just starting to set our pads. Later on, probably around May or so, today is April 1st actually, we're going to come in and do some work on the shari down here, see if we can't get it to come down and around and terminate somewhere. We want to either keep the bottom side or the top side of this live vein visible. I think this is probably the front. This could eventually maybe be the front. The only problem is you lose all of this gin work that's in here in the back. This really cool gin in the back. This is my wife's favorite bonsai that I have, so that's going to be fun. But yeah, so we'll get into this. We'll come in. It's only been in this pot for about a year and a half now. Peel off some of this moss and save it for bringing in the pot. And so that's our basic root ball. We should be able to reuse a lot of this soil. So we should be able to reuse this soil. Like I said, it's only been in here a year and a half. So we're going to come in, tease out, find all the wire. Hopefully we won't have to take too many roots off of this. I don't think we should. We will have to. Let's say this one, I find it doesn't have anything on it. And make sure we get all of this moss off of the trunk. There's going to be a few up here at the top. Just didn't grow, they didn't have any soil. Some of them are, I mean, they're all pretty high up on the trunk. You just be gentle with it as we tease them out, because we don't want to damage any of these roots, especially if we're going to come in and do some pruning on it. It may and this will give us a chance to sort out our nabari. Make sure we don't have any major crossing roots. Just kind of set it up for growing out in the future. And all I'm doing right now is taking out the big heavy roots down here at the bottom, coming off of the base of the tree. Try and get any of the old potting soil out, because I didn't really do anything with the inside, the middle of this tree last year, or 2 years ago now. On the little nerite shell. It's empty. Yeah. Fun. It must have come from the soil that was in the pot originally, or from its nursery pot when I repotted, because that definitely is not mine. When I repotted this, I would put it in my normal APL mix. And so that's our root ball. Now the only real bald spot I have is over here on this side of the tree. There was a really big root over here that had to get taken out last year. And it hasn't pushed out anything else over on this side. It's nothing substantial, but there are a few up here that we can kind of bring over and start filling in the worry. So we should be able to get some of this over into this area. Well, no, it'll work. Because I'm planning on changing up the planting angle a little bit. It was like that. I want to bring it up a little bit, kind of bring this and down. So I think that's what I'm going to do. That's all the root work I'm going to be doing to it today. A little mass production. I mean, it's handmade. Well, I think it might go lower, but it is hand painted. Probably. Look like fresh sticks. It's basically identical. I think we'll go over here on this side. Doesn't really matter. Like I said, I'm going to be reusing most of this, at least the soil that's left in here that didn't have any roots in it. It was definitely over-potted. I didn't want to stress it out too much when I repotted. Now, we just have to figure out which side we're going to put it on. About like that is perfect. You can see here, it's basically just off of the rim of this pot. I've got this back here that is hitting the rim, but it's a little branch that I can just go ahead and cut off now, and it won't matter. With this, we're just going to drive this wire through that root ball. Make sure we got it nice and secure. Move on this side. So we have it just off center. And over here, because I'm trying to get some of these roots up a little bit higher, I'm going to throw a little bit more bonsai soil down in here, just so they have a little bit of something to lay down on before I put more on top of it. Kind of like that. And this one does not have a whole lot of rootage on this side, so I am going to have to go over the top of the roots. I don't usually like doing that. But it's something I'm going to have to do. And we'll just come in here, take out any of the slack in the wire. We do that by pulling up. So I'm here and I'm pulling this way, and then twisting. So just grab down here this little bit of wire right here where my fingertip is, pull, and twist. Make that nice and snug, and then we'll do the same thing over here on this side. Take out most of the slack, and then I'm going to pull up and twist. Nice and secure. Come in with my wire cutters. Make sure that you leave a couple of twists of wire up here, just to make sure that it doesn't unwire itself. Do the same thing over on this side, and tuck that down. And we just come in with some more bonsai soil. Like that. Any errant root we have, we know we need to make sure that we go in all around the outside of the root ball straight down along the edge of the pot. Make sure we get everything down along the edge, and then we're going to go in and chopstick into the middle of the root ball where we teased all those roots apart, and just make sure that we get soil contacting all of the roots all over the place, because if we don't, then we know that some of those roots are going to die off, and we don't need any more roots to die than we already cut off. And hopefully by cutting off some of those thicker roots and the tips of the roots, it'll force some more roots to start growing over on this side. And then we can come back in with some of our moss. Alright, so real quick, little repot. Changed up the angle just a little bit. So there we go. Now we've got this kind of connected canopy up here with this little semi-cascade branch, and I'm really liking this tree. Like I said, it's my wife's favorite. So, and then in about a month or so, we'll come in. We're going to clean up these pads in here, make sure that we delineate the different pads, and get them all nice and separated. Then over here we'll come in, clean up the bottom of this a little bit, clean up the bottom of that. I guess we could bring this back a little bit. So there we go. That is our new pot for this bonsai. I think it looks really good in this pot. It's a little centered, but I don't think it's too bad. It comes to the right, straight out of the ground. So I think it'll be okay. We can obviously fix that a little bit in 2 or 3 years when we repot this again. Because I mean, what I want to do with this is basically repot every 2 years until we get this Nabari really good. Just trying to expand this this side of the Nabari for the first couple of years. Just let it grow. Basically, next time I repot, I won't touch this side at all. Hopefully, I can, over the next 2 years, get some shooting over here. I will obviously just rake it. We'll rake the top, but try not to touch the inside of this. And this side will work pretty heavily. That way it kind of says, oh my goodness, this side of my roots are not doing so hot. There must have been some animal or something burrowing down in there. And it'll hopefully send off some more roots from down here low on the trunk, or high on the trunk, I guess. Right where it comes into the soil, and we'll get some more roots over here that we can eventually work into a good Nabari. Yeah, so if you liked what you saw today, go ahead, subscribe, hit that thumbs up down below. If you didn't like what you saw, leave a comment and let me know how I can get better. I can't get any better at this if nobody tells me what I'm doing wrong. So all that help would be very useful. This is going into my third growing season for bonsai. This was one of the first trees that I got other than a little just big box store random nursery plant. This was one of the first older junipers that I bought, and it's doing really well. I really like it. This is going to go into the shade for about a week, and then eventually it'll go back over on you can't see them over there with my other ones. So all of my trees that are actually in bonsai pots are over there. Everything out on my bench right now is all in training pots or pond baskets or nursery pots, and that's kind of just where I've got all of my fancy trees, I guess you call them. So yeah, until the next time I see y'all out at the bench in the backyard, just remember to grow them big, but keep them small.